for so long, and then you finally see where it all happens.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
What's the difference between New York radio and LA radio?
Oh,
DJ
wow.
Cassidy?
That's such a great question.
Because you got your start in New York. You played for New Yorkers.
Yes, born and raised in New York.
Yeah, so it's a very different vibe.
Well, I can tell you one thing that's a little different between the cities, but also different just between you guys and everyone. You guys here at KJLH play such a diverse selection of music.
We
and
do.
when it comes to hip hop and R&B, I celebrate those two genres over many, many decades. And for you guys to be playing music that came out through the ages is such a beautiful thing to hear and a beautiful thing to see. And it's why I have you guys on 24/7.
Well, thank you for that. You are quite the DJ.
Well,
your spirit, your energy is quite DJ-esque, I must say.
thank you very much.
So I love meeting you, but I also want to talk about your fly gear. You always got something fly on. Now, I'm surprised. This is like a bucket hat you have on today.
I'm wearing a white bucket hat, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
which really is my daily go-to. The boater hat comes on when I'm on stage.
Okay. That's the pass the mic man.
That's the pass the mic man.
And
That's
so is the jacket.
and so are the suits and the sequins and the silks. But today
But
I'm
you still
quite
fly
casual.
today. That's not No, I ain't gonna go for that, DJ Cassidy. That's not casual. Talk about the bracelet, because it's all up in my face.
Well, I'm
That's
wearing
beautiful.
these two vintage red cuffs that I probably bought at some vintage store or estate sale or flea market.
It's
That's what
really
I do
nice.
in my
Really?
spare time. And
So that doesn't cost like $25G.
oh, not at all. These were probably under $100.
Wow.
And, they match the outfit.
They do.
Which you can see, the people can't see, but
Right.
I'm wearing, starting on the bottom. Should I tell them just
Check
because
the
you
fit.
brought it up?
Yes,
okay,
check the fit.
check. Okay. White on white Air Force One mids, white satin pants, very casual though.
It's a satin, very casual.
A white Lacoste polo, a red cricket sweater
Yes.
with white stripes, a white bucket hat, white sunglasses, and two red vintage
The shades are
cuffs.
so fly.
Oh, thank you. And a vintage brooch in the shape of a heart that my girlfriend gave me, who's sitting right here. But I'm wearing this
Well,
because
what a girlfriend. What
she's
a
the
girlfriend.
best. And she actually bought me this because the upcoming show, which we're about to talk about, I
Yes,
assume,
absolutely.
is taking place on Valentine's Day. So
It
we're
is.
starting to stock up on the heart brooches, for the interviews and of course the show.
The heart brooch reminds me of, remember in the New Edition movie when Bobby Brown took his mama's brooch? And
Right.
That's what it's reminding me of,
Yep.
because I see this brooch. Let me slap that on, and it's fly.
Well, I've been wearing brooches for
Since before Bobby Brown.
I don't know, since before Bobby Brown. He probably inspired. He inspired a lot of my fashion, to be honest. If you were to ask me who inspired your fashion, I would say, if I had to give you a top three,
Okay.
I would say Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown, and Run DMC.
Wow. Did you hear that, Emmett? Run DMC.
I never considered him very fashionable.
Are you
Very
kidding
interesting.
me?
Let me tell you something. Their silhouette with the fedora and the glasses and the chain and the all black and the shell toes with no laces
And the sweater.
is, in my opinion, the most famous silhouette of a recording artist after Michael Jackson, and certainly the most famous silhouette in hip hop history. And I started wearing a hat, not this kind of hat, but the boater hat, a fedora in general, because of Michael Jackson and Run DMC. I thought that when they put on their hat, it turned them into a superhero.
Yeah, like going in the booth and coming out.
Exactly, like a Clark Kent
Yeah.
into a Superman in the phone booth. And I was always inspired by people on stage who looked like superheroes, like superstars. And I always thought that Michael's hat and Run's hat and D's hat and Jam Master Jay's hat turned them in to superheroes of sorts. And that's really why I started experimenting with the hats when I was a kid.
What does it feel like to be Michelle Obama's favorite DJ?
Well, that's an incredible thing. Thank you for saying that. I hope it's true. I DJ'd both President Obama's inaugurations. I DJ'd the president's 50th birthday when he was in office, and
you flexing now, DJ Cassidy. Those are hardcore flexes.
But let me tell you something. If I had to tell you, like, if you said what are some of the greatest nights of your life, I would have said then, and I still say now, Obama's first inauguration, Obama's second inauguration, Obama's 50th birthday, and Michelle Obama's 50th birthday. Those 4 parties, all at the White House, were at that time the greatest nights of my life and will forever go down in my personal history as memories that are truly surreal. Honestly, hard to even describe the feelings that I had those nights.
Did you feel like someone else should have been there? Or did you feel worthy and deserving of it all on your own?
I've never felt worthy of any incredible nights in my life, whether it was those or Pass the Mic Live selling out Radio City Music Hall in New York City. I looked at that marquee on July 21st, 2023, and just asked myself, how is this my life? And in the same moments I feel unworthy, I feel tremendously grateful.
Right.
I could never have imagined in my wildest dreams when my parents bought me turntables for my 10th birthday that I would be playing for my hip hop heroes, my music heroes, for world leaders and beyond. So to say all these things have been a dream come true would honestly not even be truthful, because I dreamt big, but I don't know that I dreamt that big.
That's pretty big. I could not wait to ask you this question I'm about to ask. Your favorite Pass the Mic moment.
Wow.
Because I have mine. I want to know what yours is.
All right, can we narrow it down to favorite Pass the Mic series moment and favorite Pass the Mic live moment?
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, because there's really 2 chapters in the journey. By the way, narrowing that down doesn't make this question any easier. Well, it might by 50%, but it's still very difficult.
I don't think I missed any of them. So whichever one you name, I'm going to know.
All right, for the series, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes moment.
Okay.
So throughout the 10 episodes of Pass the Mic, the 3 homegrown episodes and the 7 specials that were aired on television, BET, of course. Throughout those 10 episodes, the show featured 220 hip hop and R&B icons.
One amazing.
220. Yeah. The first artist on the first episode was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
And the 220th artist on the 10th episode was Ice Cube. Now, many of the artists whom I called to take part in the series were people with whom I had relationships. Very few were people whom
You had a relationship with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I did, and that's actually why they were the first artists on the first episode.
Because I was like, how the hell did he get Earth, Wind, and Fire?
So Verdine White actually inspired the entire series.
Uh-huh.
But let me come back to that because I want to finish answering the first question. So Ice Cube was number 220. And Ice Cube and I didn't have a relationship at all. And I was actually very surprised that he said yes to the call and said yes so fast. And I was very flattered and very honored. So here we are, and he's in his spot, I'm in my spot, and I'm directing him on how this all works and how we're going to go back and forth and how I dropped a song and say, "What's up, Cube?" And he'll say, "What's up," back, and we'll go through a verse and a chorus. And we finished the takes, knocked it out. And I said to him, Cube, we've never really met. I was surprised that you even knew my name. I was surprised you knew about the show, Pass the Mic. And I'm so honored to have you here today. It really couldn't be a more perfect artist to close the show, to close the series. And he said, he goes, we all showed up for you like we showed up for Don Cornelius and all the music men of the day. And that to me just meant the most. And I went back after the last special aired and found that clip of the behind the scenes. And it's now in the show intro that we show every time the show opens. And every time I hear him say that, I get chills. And it was one of my favorite moments of the 2 years that we shot that show.
Wow. Congratulations on it. I mean, it's an amazing show, and it's also amazing the artists that you get. My favorite was the one with Shaka Khan, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was actually the first episode for television.
Yeah.
That was the first BET special. And Shaka, just to call Shaka and ask her to take part in something and her to say yes is pure craziness. And I had met Shaka over the years, but I didn't have a strong relationship. So that was another example of someone that I was quite surprised that I got a yes so fast. And everyone says, okay, so what song do you want to do? So I said, Ain't Nobody. So we get on and she does one take and I go, okay, give me one more. And then we finish that take and I say, all right, give me a third. And she goes, I recorded this whole song in one take and I'm giving you 3. And so Verdine White, should I tell you this story real quick?
Please.
So early in the pandemic, March or April 2020, the world is in flux. I'm home late one night and I FaceTime Verdine White, my friend and mentor.
Yeah.
Now, he and I have been friends for a long time. He actually played on my first record ever. In fact, my first record was the only record that Earth, Wind & Fire and Nile Rodgers ever played on together.
Wow, that's impressive.
And I FaceTime Verdine to check on him. And it was late one night. And while we're on the call, the Earth, Wind & Fire song, That's the Way of the World, comes on my Sonos speakers very lightly in the background. He hears his own song and begins to sing along like nothing. Doesn't even realize he's doing it. Hearts of fire, create love, desire. And I got chills down my spine. I just said to myself, how lucky am I that I have relationships with nearly all my musical heroes? And I asked myself, is there a way I could give people during this crazy time the feeling that I have right now of connecting with your musical heroes on a personal level? And a light bulb went off. I immediately thought of the phrase "pass the mic" and immediately envisioned what the show would become. And 2 months later, on July 6, 2020, I self-premiered the first homegrown self-produced episode.
We were all in the pandemic during that time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was July 2020, and I premiered what became Volume 1 of Pass the Mic, never imagining there'd be a Volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10.
Yes!
And I thank the artist who took part in Volume 1 from the bottom of my heart every chance I get, because they didn't have anything to see. There was no demo of this show.
Right.
So how audacious is it to call Verdine White and Philip Bailey and Howard Hewitt and Denise Williams and Sherilyn and Saida Garrett?
Yeah. We were just talking about
her. I heard in the car, who's a dear friend. And all these legends took part in Volume 1 because they somehow liked the idea and had some trust that I would put this together in some way that might be special. And I will forever be indebted to them, because every other artist from there on in had something to see, and they did not. And an extra special thank you to Verdine White and Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind & Fire, who have always been there throw out my crazy ideas. And they indeed set it off on volume 1.
That's amazing. What an incredible story. And now you're passing the mic on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Now, will this concert work actually like a Pass the Mic series?
Well, so this concert is the first Pass the Mic Live experience in the Los Angeles area. Now, for the past 2 years, we've been touring Pass the Mic Live around the country and selling out arenas across the whole nation, selling out Radio City Music Hall, selling out a Las Vegas residency and Planet Hollywood. So Pass the Mic Live shows have been going on live on stage for the past 2 years. And this is the very, very first Pass the Mic Live experience in California, the very, very first Pass the Mic Live concert in the Los Angeles area. And we are bringing Pass the Mic Live to the Kia Forum on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, during NBA All-Star Weekend.
That's going to be crazy. Ashanti, Busta Rhymes, In Vogue, Fabulous, Ja Rule, Lil Kim, Maya. Like, this is incredible.
And special surprise guests. And for those who have been to Pass the Mic Live shows over the past 2 years, you know that one major thing this experience is known for is bringing out special surprise guests. So this is a really special moment for me personally. As I said, I moved to LA nearly 10 years ago. I created Pass the Mic in LA. So I've been waiting a long time to bring this live concert experience to LA. And I wanted to do it at a place that was as legendary as the artists who take part.
Yeah.
And what more legendary arena to produce a concert than the Kia Forum? Growing up in New York City, there were only 2 arenas you ever knew, Madison Square Garden and the Forum. So it's so fitting that we bring it to the Forum out of all days on Valentine's Day and during NBA All-Star Weekend. The city's going to be on fire.
Packed.
And I could not be more honored. You know, you mentioned Ja Rule, Ashanti, Busta Rhymes, Lil Kim, Fabulous, Maya,
It's a very East
En
Coast
Vogue.
concert, though. It's a very East Coast concert.
Yeah, so these artists have been a part of the Pass the Mic journey from the very, very beginning, from television show to live show. And I really wanted the first show here to bring the spirit of that into the air. I wanted people to feel what it's been all about. And of course, as I said, special surprise guests every city we go. So you can only imagine who's going to come out on that stage. And I hear the beat you're playing right now. It's getting me in the mood.
You like that? Oh, it's gonna be crazy at the Kia Forum.
And the special thing about these shows, amongst many, is that unlike any other concert experience you go to that brings together multiple artists, Pass the Mic Live shows are one continuous, seamless, cohesive musical experience. So what I mean by that is when I hit the stage at, say, 8 p.m., I don't leave the stage until, say, 11 p.m. And for 3 hours straight, you're involved in a roller coaster ride of iconic hip hop and R&B. The soundtrack of your lives comes to life.
Yeah.
No intermissions, no breaks, no announcements, no changeovers, no pauses, no
I love that.
No time to go get a soda.
That's like a Broadway show.
It is very much like a Broadway show. Every show is actually theatrical. Every show is collaborative. So artists really come together on these shows to give you something new. And I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting to do this in my new hometown of Los Angeles. And I could just not be more excited for Valentine's Day and NBA All-Star Weekend. The stars will be out. Love will be in the air. And it will be a night that you will really, really, really look back on and say, remember that show. And if you're not there, of course, you know.
You're going to miss a treat.
You're going to miss a real one-time only event. And that's what we call these shows, one-time only events, one-night only experiences, because we actually are yet to tour one show. Every show on the run the past 2 years has been a unique show. So this show in and of itself has never occurred. And we're putting together something that is so unique and so collaborative.
Yeah. We
It's
like
really
it.
going to be a magical, magical evening.
We love it, and we love it, DJ Cassidy. We love every time you do a Pass the Mic series, so it's amazing that we can catch it live on February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Fellas, get your honey, get your sweetie, bring her down. She'll be happy to experience history in the making with DJ Cassidy passing the mic over to Ashanti, Busta Rhymes, and so many others. And ladies, what a treat if you got your fella tickets to this concert.
I have to say, this couldn't be a better Christmas present. It couldn't be a better Valentine's Day present.
Yeah.
It couldn't be a better date night. And if you don't have a date, bring your girls, bring your boys, meet your next date there.
Meet your wife.
I will tell you one thing. These shows, all the Pass the Mic live experiences, the live shows over the past 2 years have always sold out fast. But I have a feeling that with this being All-Star Weekend, President's Weekend, a 3-day weekend, and Valentine's Day and Christmas coming up, that the tickets are going to go faster than ever. They go on sale this Friday on Ticketmaster. And I'm telling you, we want you there. We want you to have the best seats possible. Go to Ticketmaster Friday morning and choose whatever seats you want, because you want to be up close and personal for this
You don't want to miss it.
experience. If you go to my Instagram at DJ Cassidy and scroll down, you will see clips and highlights from all the live shows since we started in May 2023. From Radio City to the Las Vegas residency and everywhere in between. And I can assure you that this one in particular is not one you want to miss.
Well, thank you so much, DJ Cassidy, for stopping by. It's a pleasure to finally meet you
Pleasure's all
after
mine.
being a fan. So
Thank you so much.
Come back anytime for any particular reason.
That means the world. It is an honor to be here. I love KJLH. I love Stevie. Who doesn't? And it's an honor to be on this station today. And I hope to see you all Valentine's Day, NBA All-Star Weekend at the Kia Forum for DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic Live.
Yeah!
Celebrating the sounds and remembering the